Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to Shani, Scott, and Melz on the M.I.C.
Good morning.
The king and queen of some media. How y'all doing this morning?
We are good. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning to everybody listening live on the Media Room 360 Properties. Media Room 360 app, which is a free download in your app store right now. You can download that app and stream us on your various platforms, including Apple TV, Roku, Amazon, and everywhere else. So download the free Media Room 360 app in your app store right now. Black on.
Good morning, Sherry.
Black running things. We back in full effect on this Monday. The king and queen of some media. Put some respect on our name. Put some respect.
Good morning, Jackie.
Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, everybody.
I had a late night, Jackie. Yeah, that's why I'm looking like this.
Yeah, I heard you had a late night, but you had a good time last night. I heard you had
yes, we had a wonderful time. My little cousin turned 18. We went to main event to celebrate him turning 18. We bowled. We played video games as a family. We ziplined together. We did a lot of stuff together.
That's great. That's great to hear. Yeah. Everybody masked up, of course, right?
Yes, we were. Our family was. Now, there was some people out there that didn't have any on. But we were, as a family, we were masked. Even when we were sitting in our bowling, our little booth, we were masked up until we ate or, ate the cake or something. Good morning, Miss Waters. I'm so happy you found us too.
Oh, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Miss Waters. Good morning, everybody. As we get back inside the swing of things on another week, of course, the fallout continues to be Kirk Franklin and his and what happened with him. A lot of back and forth on the topic on this. A lot of folks got their appeals in, and some folks are starting to and a lot of folks. A lot of stuff that I've been listening to has been from therapists. A lot of things that I've been hearing is from people that work in the therapy field about this topic. Good morning, Lucy.
Good morning, Lucy. How are you?
And a lot of people are still talking about this to this day, despite the fact that Kirk Franklin is still moving on with business as usual. He just announced he just announced that he's going to be a part of the benefit concert that Matthew McConaughey is going to be doing for Texas snowstorm victims. So Kirk is going back to work. I ain't got time for this nonsense. Let's go back to work.
I mean, as which he should. He shouldn't stop. He shouldn't stop.
But I find interesting is the support that he's been getting, because a lot of people have been playing, like, streaming his music much more. like I think this morning I heard a whole gospel mix with just Kirk Franklin tracks. So there's a lot of love going on.
So we got a question. They want to know, what did Kirk Franklin do? Kirk Franklin cussed his son out. Something real. They were in a therapy session. His son is 32. And I don't know what question was asked, but something happened, and Kirk said, I will break my foot off in your ass. And then the boy said, he started laughing hysterically first. And then he said, I dare you. I dare you. And he kept on saying, I dare you. I dare you. And Kirk was like, don't you ever disrespect me, nigga. I will. I mean, he cussed him out like Osa used to cuss us out. That's my cousin asking. Like, well, she didn't cuss us out, but how we used to hear her cuss other people out. Because my grandmother never cussed me out. She ain't never cussed Boo out either. But we done heard her cuss some of my aunties and uncles out. And they were grown.
Everybody got this work. Let's be everybody got this work at some point in their life.
I mean, even Carly and Terman talked about it, because when we were sitting there, at waiting in the parking lot of main event for everybody to show up, they said, because we were watching TikTok, and all the videos are coming up of Kirk Franklin, people remixing the songs and stuff. And my kids say, well, why everybody mad at Kirk Franklin? I said, no, they're not mad at him. That we just talking about his son. Nobody's mad at him. And my oldest one said, well, you cuss us out all the time, but I don't never take it seriously. And wait, then the baby said, well, I don't see nothing wrong with it because sometimes people say stuff to me and I want to cuss them out myself.
I feel you, baby. I feel you. I feel Carly and Tam. I feel it.
I said, okay. I said, but do I cuss you out all the time? And she said, well, no, not all the times, but sometimes you cuss at us, but I know that you're not going to do nothing. She said, because you love us. I said, well, that's true. That's true.
Well, that sounds like to me emotionally mature children that's being raised right because they understand, they understand.
Yeah, but they do have the option if something happens, if I have to get on them, because I stopped spanking them a long time ago. But if I have to get on to them, and sometimes I am a little rough with them because they're growing up and they were so sheltered. And it's like, listen, when you get out here in these streets and you do this, what I'm saying and doing to you is nothing that somebody that don't care about you would do. But they'll tell me, they might wait a little while and say, well, mommy, this made me feel this way. So I've, always left the door open for them to come talk to me about anything. And if it's something that they know I'm going to probably get upset about, they'll say, well, I need to talk to you about something serious,
right? Something about my feelings. So can you just listen? And those are the words they'll use. But I've taught them to do that, right? Let me know, because I tell them, I, as your parent, I love you, but and sometimes I'm not right. My way might not be the right way, and I need to know. And I want them to be emotionally stable. I don't want them getting out here, losing it because they don't know how to express their feelings, or they feel like they can't say how they feel because they can. Right. I think that's something that, like I said, I've been hearing a lot of therapists talk about this topic. And, this is something that we discussed yesterday about our emotional well-being in the Black community and how we tend to, this is something that's exclusive to us, in my opinion, that this emotional shortfalls and the way we deal with our kids and things like that are exclusive to us. And it's because we're carrying on trauma from our parents and things that they've dealt with, and they pass down on to us. And I heard this therapist say this morning, if you see this person getting hysterical, it's something historical. That makes sense. It's something they're pulling that pain from somewhere deep down inside them that's making them lash out like this. And just like I said yesterday, a therapist said this. They said if you see somebody that's being taken over emotionally, then there's the chances are high that you won't get no resolution and you won't solve anything with this person. Right. Not in that particular context of the conversation or whatever y'all discussion. You could probably forget about the chances of that person listening and being rational because they've been taken over by the emotions. And we've all been there before. We all blacked out.
Oh, yeah. We done all lost it.
We done all blacked out and lost our emotions and let the emotions take over and scream and yell, especially, I know you.
Well, I didn't scream and yell at Tank, though. I didn't scream and yell at him. I just told him which way was up. Good morning, Kathy.
Good morning, Kathy. And I think that's the problem that we've never been taught in the Black community how to process our emotions. I think this is something y'all talked on a couple of days ago on Big Bank Show about mental health and things of that nature. It's a big problem in the Black community, and to hear, something like this come out, I think it's beneficial for us as a community because we have to start processing our pain and our emotion better. We got a penitentiary full of dudes and young girls, men and women who let the emotions take over them. I'm gonna kill this nigga. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I'm shooting him. We got penitentiaries full of people who let emotions take over their brain and their rational thoughts and their thinking. Right. And so that's what I think. This is an important conversation that we need to be having as a Black community, and to see this come out in such a public fashion and form, there's two ways there's two modes of thinking of it. That's one, that's family business, This ain't no family.
Well, yeah, absolutely. It is family business.
The family business, you ain't boy be putting it out there. But on the second hand, this is a public thing that we do need to discuss and we do need to talk about in the Black community, because this is we all done fell short of the glory.
I mean, but I think that it happens both ways. We put so much negative on us. It's like we the only ones that's doing this.
Right.
Listen, I've been in Walmart and heard some white mamas go. Right. I had to turn around and be like, wait a minute. I hear that voice, but let me make sure y'all the Caucasian type doing this. I done seen little white kids get beat down in the store. Like where me and Carly and Tamara standing there like, oh, okay. Right. You know, right. Like we don't want none of that smoke.
Well, none of that. Ms. Waters says, right, that's a good way to teach a child to talk to us no matter what. But we also need to know what we mean when we say. My grandmother used to say, oh, I put the fear of life in them. She had 7 boys. We had to do this while they were young. You know what? I got to say this. That word, fear, that's the problem. Like, that's the problem. I think as parents, we grew up without a proper definition of the word fear. Okay, in biblical terms, a lot of people use the word fear to understand and mean respect, reverence, fear in that sense of respect of that person. Doesn't mean that I'm scared of that person. It just means I have a reverence and respect for that person. When it comes, but we tend to take fear and use it as scared business. You scared of this person. You shouldn't be scared of your parents. And I tell my kids that all the time. You shouldn't be scared to come talk to me. I'm here to help guide you. That is my purpose, and that's the reason that I'm here. I'm here to guide you. Just like you said, we have to teach our kids to be able to come and sit down and talk to us and express to us how they feel. And if they tell us that we did something wrong, we can't just be like, man, get over it. Especially
I'm your mama.
I'm your mama. I'm your daddy, and I said it. You know,
pay the bills.
Right. That's what we grew up with. That is what we grew up with, and we're a generation that's changing that narrative and telling our kids, you know what, we got to come sit down and talk to me and tell me what's wrong and tell me what the problem is, and find out what's going on with you, so we can solve this problem together. So that way we ain't got to go to therapy 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and still have to talk about this stuff.
I think it's still necessary to go. I mean, I think when mine both become, one is going to be a teenager this year, when the other one makes a teenager, I think that I will just go and do it anyway, because they changing. And I found with them talking, like their aunties, their uncles, their, godparents, they get something different out of them than me. Now my kids are very open with me and they tell me a lot, but I've seen it happen where they'll give another person more info. What's up, T? There go my cousin T. Let me tell y'all, we getting ready for the big birthday party. So T, put your cash app up there because we trying to have a hot girl birthday party. I'm just saying.
You ain't going
happy birthday early. We starting early.
Happy birthday to my man DJ Earl as well. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, DJ Earl. Today your birthday?
It was his birthday a couple days ago. Shout him.
Oh, happy birthday, DJ Earl. But now for real, for T, we having a party somewhere. We going somewhere. So we accepting donations so we can get flued out.
We gotta get donate to y'all party.
I mean, somebody might want to. What's wrong with that?
Who wants to donate? All right, why y'all taking donations? Why is y'all digitally panhandling for a party?
Everybody else do. I mean, what's wrong with us? Everybody else do it. Why we can't do it? But what I was saying, when they be, go ahead.
If you want to be out here digitally panhandling, you know what happens if you do get flued out, right?
No, but it's just us. But it's just us. But no, when they become teenagers, I think it'll be good for us to just go sit down and talk. It ain't not that there's anything wrong, but just so the communication can keep, that line is always open, because you don't know.
I can say I'm not saying that.
Yes, Boo. That's Boo. Y'all shout out to Boo. That's my cousin Boo. Principal Boo. Yes, we call him Boo. He is Principal Boo. Black man running a school, has been teaching for 100 years now, but he younger than me. Really loves kids, has run sports organizations. So if you have children that need a school to go to, we're going to give you guys some information, because they'll be under good direction with Mr. Shepherd. Soon to be Dr. Shepherd.
Now, as I was saying,
I'm sorry.
I'm saying that if we talk to our kids now, you won't need therapy 10 to 20 years from now. That's
Well,
what
yeah,
I'm
I
saying.
see what you're saying.
That's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
do.
saying.
I understand what you're
I'm
saying.
trying to, if you talk to your kids now and have them be open and honest and have a conversation with them now, you won't have to go to therapy 20 years from now. You won't have to be having these phone calls and having to have a doctor sitting between y'all and talk. If you can hash out these differences now, and we can talk about these things now with your kids and be open and be honest with them and admit to your children that you're not perfect. Because that's another thing that we, kids, a lot of times kids look to us to be their first superheroes. They think that we could do anything, and then, as you grow up and you wonder, man, this dude ain't shit. He trash.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
Let's keep it right here. Yeah. A lot of y'all grew up with your mom and daddy thinking your mom and daddy was hot-ish. And then when you hit 15, 16, you see daddy and had a side chick. You got a brother and sister down across the street, across town. And your daddy used to ain't pay the bills all the time. But he did a good job of hiding that realness from you. You know what I'm saying? He did a good job of hiding that realness from you. Because this was something, like I said, this was a discussion that I was way overdue with my dad about. I thought my dad was a superhero. My dad, to this day, is still my hero. To this day.
Right.
Then the reason why he's still my hero is because I've been able to sit down and talk to my dad and figure out the flaws and the things that made him who he was. And I respect him for that. And I respect the fact that despite everything that went on in his life, he my kids.
Richard.
Look, he's being honest. You gotta be real here. We gotta keep it 100 here. We gotta keep it 100 here. We be fronting in front of our kids, man. We do. We front. Y'all gotta admit, we gotta stop fronting in front of these kids and be honest with them. You gotta stop. We gotta stop fronting and tell these kids that we ain't shit.
Richard, did you tell your child that?
Look, you keep it in 100. I appreciate Richard. I appreciate Richard this morning. At least one person being honest on his feed this morning. Look, we got to tell these kids, man. We be fronting in front of these kids like we the greatest and the best ever. No, let's show your kids. Be honest with your kids and tell them that you're trash. All right, I tell my kids all the time, look, I've made a ton of mistakes. I've made all these mistakes so that you wouldn't fall into these same traps. All right, and let me tell you. So let me show you these traps, especially fathers. That's one thing we got to do, especially as Black fathers, is make sure that our sons and our daughters know that we done fell into a lot of these traps that they've set up in place for us. And we got to get ourselves out of those traps. Richard said they just observed my behavior. But look, at least he's being honest.
Richard, what was your what was the behavior that they observed? And when they observed it, what did you do or what did you say to them to help them understand that that's really not the way to go?
I know one thing is I hope I ain't seen you see no meat pics. That's all I know. That's just
wait a minute. DJ Earl said I'm a stepdad. Kids trying to kill me for being real. Your stepkids tried to kill you.
No, but I know Earl's situation. I think I know what Earl's talking about. I know Earl's situation. He's got some grown stepkids. And
oh well, he got like Kirk Franklin,
right? You got grown kids that have been sort of been enabled all their life, and now when somebody real comes along and shows them the real, they ain't trying to hit. They ain't trying to hit.
Oh, so he wants them to break away from mom.
Not break away from mom, but just like I said, I'm a stepfather. But my son, I got my son when he was young, so I was able to sort of help mold him into something different and not have to, worry about the back and forth between the dads and stuff like that and what the other parent has did. Because when I met Carissa, she never spanked Ikaika. And I used to tell her, you better whoop that nigga. Yeah. he need his ass whooped. I never forget, we went in the HEB one time, and Ikaika was like 2 or 3 years old. And Ikaika threw a hissy fit, a spectacular hissy fit. And I was telling Carissa all the whole time, you need to bust his ass. You need to bust his ass. You need to bust his ass. Carissa would never whoop him. That joker went in that stove. And he started taking stuff off the shelf and throwing it on the floor and screaming like having one of these white kid temper tantrums that you be seeing. Like, and man, when When I say Teresa took that boy out that store and gave him the most spectacular ass whooping I've ever seen in my life, Ikaika ain't never act like that ever again. I think that was the first and last time we ever whooped Ikaika. Because it was because of me being a father and being real and saying, look, you gotta kick this kid ass, man. You gotta kick this kid ass at least one time to show that it's real. And ever since then, we like I said, the boy's been great. The kids in college about to graduate. We had no issues with them. But I will say this. We could tell there were certain facets of our parenting that made Ikaika kind of a head case, kind of scary in a lot of things. He was afraid to do some things that he should be doing on his own now. And that's something that we've had to talk about. And that's why we've adjusted our focus with the way we parent with these next two kids, was because we saw how some of the things that we did and imparted on them made him afraid. Like I say, fear. We didn't want to put fear in our child, and we did it anyway. And he was scared to do certain things, and he sort of left him limited in certain areas of his life. We have to start coaching our kids out of fear and scared business. That's why I said about scared business. Teach them the difference between fear of respect and fear scared business. That's what we need to get to as far as parenting goes. My kids know I'm not perfect when they ask for help with that math homework. Look, that's when you know you ain't shit, when you ask me that homework.
I tell mine, listen, after the third grade, I can't help you because I don't remember. When they get to adding X and Y to the end, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Now, if y'all got a journalism class y'all gonna take, or y'all got to edit some videos or English, I can help you with that. But that math, no.
Look, there's no better way to show that your ain't shitness is by asking these kids to do your homework. Helping with their homework. There will be no better reveal of your ain't shitness than when you ask to do that damn homework.
Be like, they got y'all doing what? I need to call this school. Y'all too young to be doing this.
That's what we do, though. That's what we do. We get mad at the school.
I can't help you with this homework. They got y'all doing. We didn't do this to the 12th grade. I was in college when I did this. Like, I don't remember this.
Ain't that the funny part, though? We get mad at the school. We ain't mad at us. We ain't mad at us for being dummies. We mad at the school.
Right. Shoot, I called the teacher. I went up there one day. I said, I can't help her with this homework. What do we need to do? Because she coming home not understanding, and I don't understand. Dude, I can't help her with this.
Just go like, to the school and just say,
y'all got to figure this out. Y'all got to figure this out.
Look, just drop all the paperwork in front of the desk and just say,
no, papi, no.
I ain't got nothing for y'all. I ain't got nothing for y'all. Look, but that's what I'm talking about, though. Look how trash we are. we ain't mad at us for being dumb.
All we got to do is Google.
Give you all this damn work. What's wrong with this damn people? What's wrong with these people?
Yeah, this is too much homework. Y'all got what to do? It's cutting into me watching P-Valley. Dog. I'm trying to watch my show. I got to spend 5 hours on homework. The kids just be looking at you like, for real? Like, yeah.
But
that homework is crazy.
But I was telling Earl, I've talked to Earl personally about this before, about, like I said, when you got grown stepchildren that have been raised by somebody else, it's going to be hard to connect with them. So your best option is leave them be. like that's the best option. The best option is leave them be. Especially if they grow up, and especially if they haven't matured emotionally. Like I said, what's great about Carly and Tam, from that conversation that you had with Carly and Tam, is that I could tell they're emotionally mature. They're mature. They're developing their emotions. I mean, yeah, they still got some time to go because they still got the teenage years to get through, and that's when the shit gonna get really stupid. That's
I'll be calling everybody crying. What I do? I don't know what I do with these kids. They talk about, you tried to give us away, because I tell them, listen, if y'all stress, I will drop you off at the fire station, or nothing happened to me. I will leave you there. That you won't do that. So you know what we had to do one day? I took him to the fire station. I said, get out of my car. Get out.
Well, we gonna see. That's gonna be a therapy conversation in about 10 years. We gonna be in therapy
Hey,
talking about this.
Cameron got out. Carly said, "I ain't getting out the car. She ain't leaving us here." Boy, I unlocked my door and got out. I said, "Get out of my car. You can't leave us here." Ring the doorbell. But you know what? We ain't had that issue. No, the issue that we had that day, that ain't happened no more.
Yeah, but we gonna see you in therapy in about 10 years. We gonna see in about 10 years when you had that conversation. You tried to leave us at the fire station, man.
You tried to give us up. I be telling y'all want some girls. And they be just so nonchalant, like she ain't gonna give us up. Leaving us.
That's what I be saying. Like I be talking to Shani, and Shani be going off about them kids, and I just sit there and I listen to her. I let her vent, and I say, "You finished or you done? Because now go out there and do everything that you said you wasn't gonna do. Go ahead and get it done right now. Go ahead and get the hair braided. Go do it. Go clean up that damn kitchen. Go get it off your chest."
No, I don't clean up the kitchen. I don't clean up the kitchen, and I don't clean up their room no more.
Okay.
Because because now we like the last time I ain't raised my voice or nothing. I told them, I said, I got to go take care of some stuff. And they wanted to go to the sleepover, and one wanted to go spend the night with her cousin. I said, okay, well, get your room clean. I got to go run these errands. And when I get back, I'll do your hair and we'll do whatever. Ran my errands, came back. Guess what? They done took the hair down, washed the hair, but the room's still a mess. So I said, oh, okay. So I, just went on and started doing that you gonna do our hair? Nah, why I'm gonna do that? Well, the party started. I said, yeah, I know. But I got to do my stuff.
Right.
But we supposed to go. Okay, but you didn't clean up your room. I'm not going in there cleaning up your room. Y'all are too old for me to be coming in there every month cleaning up your room and straightening your drawers out and all that. You too old. If you can't get your work done, then guess what? You ain't going nowhere. If I don't get my work done, I can't go get my bundles. I can't go buy my Dr. Teals. I have to get my work done. And baby, they was crying. But you know what they did? They went in there and got their room clean.
Clean up, man.
And then the next time, like the party, they spent the night with their cousin. They wanted to spend the night with their cousin. I had some errands to run. I came back. Their room was right. I didn't even have to say nothing.
Man,
so
there you go. I said,
shoot, I ain't gonna be on here about to have no high blood pressure and stuff because
Yeah, that's why I be saying I got to hear these conversations with Shani. She be up in here going off. Oh, I can't stand them. Oh, they get on my nerves. They don't even want to do what I tell them to do. This, and the third. And then I just sit there and listen. And I'll be like, okay, you finished or you done? Because I know exactly what's about to happen next. You're going to get your behind up. And you're going to go up in there.
Let me go clean
just go get up in there and go do everything that you just got done fussing about. Go ahead and get it done. So, I mean, but that's parents need that space to vent. We need that space to vent and say, man, this boy, like me and my wife talk all the time, boy, that boy ain't gonna get right. We just be worried like this boy ain't gonna get right, Joe. I don't know what the hell to talk. I don't know what else the hell to say to this boy. I don't get it. I don't know. Yeah. Like for example, like my son, we was worried about him. My middle kid, middle kids are all the worst. These jokers have no couth. They don't have they just don't give a damn. Like they
the babies. And their babies.
Wait, say that again?
And the babies.
And the babies, that's usually the parents' fault.
Well, that's if you got 3. I got 2. The baby is a mess.
I got 3. Now the middle one, like I said, that's the one I already see one day. I'm gonna be on the phone line. He gonna be recording my call. I'm gonna have to do showing me cussing him the hell out.
All right, Sherry, are you a middle child? Sherry must be a middle child. She said the lies.
Yes, y'all. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Look, that's why she said the lies you tell. You know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth. Y'all middle kids ain't y'all middle kids. Look, matter of fact, I might have a video for that in a minute here. I might have a video for that here in a minute. Give me a second here. I might have a video showcasing my point of view. I think I might have something.
Child. Sherry is a middle child.
Sherry's a middle child. She know
Mhm.
I struck a nerve with that one. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. I struck a nerve with that one.
Well, I'm the only child, so
I'm trying to find I think I seen a video the other day of 3 kids walking on like one of these at one of the places like you was at, the one of these little bounce house areas, and the baby the middle kid was fighting with all the kids with the little jousting thing, and then they had the baby crawling along on the floor towards her. She took the little jousting thing and knocked the baby into the damn thing, and it was like, that's the middle child for you. That's the middle child for you. That was the middle child. Knocked the baby, took the joust thing and knocked the baby into the damn pit. And it was like, that's the middle child for you. That's the middle child. That is factually how middle child children operate. So I got a middle kid. My middle kid is the most nonchalant, don't give a damn dude I ever met. Like I've the coolest kid ever, but don't give a damn about nothing. But he's successful. He's probably the best skateboarder in Texas, and I'm proud of my son at the same time. And he's the one who actually told his mom yesterday, "Can we go see Dad this weekend?" I want, even though his motive was ulterior. He was like, "Can we go see Dad this weekend?" I'm like, my wife was like, "Well, yeah, if you want to go see your dad, we can. What you want?" "Well, I really want to go to Longview and go skate."
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. So, but it's all good though. At least he thought about me in his lies. But it's all good. But that's why I say that's gonna be the one I'm gonna probably y'all gonna read about me. Melz and cuss this son out. I want that same energy. I want that same cancel Melz energy.
Why do you want to be canceled?
I want that same cancel Melz energy. Melz, you cuss your children out. You ain't shit. Go ahead and cancel me. Go for it. And watch me double down. I'm gonna show you how to fight back against cancel culture. That's why I say go ahead and cancel me. I'm gonna show you how to fight that nonsense. Because a lot of times the problem with cancel culture is y'all don't know how to effectively explain your point of view. Y'all just sit there and let these folks try to cancel you instead of trying to effectively know how to explain your point of view. I know how to effectively explain my point of view. So go ahead and try to cancel me if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got in the news? As you're inside the king and queen of some media, Melz and Shani, 30. You're inside the Media Room 360, the blackest morning show in North America. Tell your friends about it. Share this video with your folks. Tell them to join in on the conversation. I'm sorry, Sherry, though, but you know I'm telling the truth.
Tiger Woods is in the news again.
For what?
Tiger making that paper. He is getting paid. He just signed this huge video game deal with PGA Tour 2K. Do your thing, Tiger. I love Tiger Woods. I love
see that.
Tiger Woods.
Ever since you watched that documentary, you have been infatuated with Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. I mean, I always liked him, but I never, really got into his story. I mean, I thought he was a great athlete, but he has some issues. Clearly. He clearly has some issues. But his heart seems just so pure and innocent, and he makes some bad decisions because he got to have some experiences. Now, I think after he had the experiences, then he don't make the decisions back, the bad decisions no more.
Right.
But when he messes up, he just like, okay, I messed up. Here, let me do this to fix it for you. And he doesn't, he don't put up a big fuss or fight or try to drag anybody else down with the things that he has done. That's what I like about him. That's what I admire about him. And he's a fighter, to watch him, because I didn't realize all that was going on with his body when he was playing and winning all those tournaments, and he was just fighting through it. I didn't think that a golfer would say, you know what, let me go work out and get some more upper body strength so I can hit this ball. But I mean, just the way he paid attention to it all and became the greatest. I applaud him for that. And I am happy that it's not a story about him. Oh, he got something in his system. Because when he had that wreck, they was coming for his neck. They were trying to find everything wrong. Oh, we gonna pull the black box on the car.
Right.
Really? You got to pull the black box on the car, and somebody witnessed this man roll down, and on top of that, this area where he had this accident, you all have multiple accidents like this because people are doing the same thing. Did you pull the black box on their car? Because I'm pretty sure he didn't say, well, I'm gonna sue the city. I'm pretty sure he didn't say that. Okay. So that's why I'm like for Tiger.
I see that. Ever since you watched that, I gotta watch this documentary. I have got to watch this documentary because you have turned 180 on Tiger Woods.
I never had nothing negative to say about him. I mean, people be like, "Oh, he married a white girl. He messed with white girls." Well, he ain't got no black woman in his life. So I mean, his daddy was on the golf course messing with white girls. His daddy was married to his mama. I'm not sure what her nationality is, so I don't want to say the wrong thing, but you watch the documentary, you see what kind of skirts his daddy was chasing. So this is what he saw. Y'all don't know about no black woman.
I'm checking the headlines right now as we was talking about Tiger. Actor Yaphet Kotto has passed away at the age of 81. You don't know who that is?
Kotto.
He was in let me see, Live and Let Die, a bunch of Disney Bond movies. He was also in Alien. Hang on, let me see if I can get a picture of him. Y'all forgot who Yaphet Kotto is.
What's his name? Yaphet
Kotto.
Yaphet Kotto.
Yes. He was in I think he was in The Heat of the Night too.
Really?
Let me go ahead and drink. I got the screen right here. I got the screen share right here.
Okay. Let's check out Yaphet.
Yaphet Kotto, legendary actor, age of 81.
Hey Lisa, how are you doing? Lisa, oh my God. I've been calling you. I need to talk to you because Lisa and I worked on I worked with her for the Texas Black Women's Initiative for HIV and AIDS. Are you still working with that? That's what I need to know because we have some things coming up. Who on the media room typing? You?
No, that's not me. That might be Bink.
Oh. Who on
me? He wasn't in Heat of the Night. He was on Homicide, Life on the Street. But that's him right there. One of the legendary actors right there. He just passed away.
Yeah, that must be Bink because he put nigga in caps. He was huge. This is how Bink would say it. He was huge in the 70s black exploitation films.
Yeah, he was in Alien. He is in one of those right there.
He talk about me. Yeah, that's Bink. That's Bink.
But that's played in the Black James Bond movie. Absolutely. Live and Let Die. But yeah, that's Yaphet Kotto just passed away at the age of 81. That story is just now breaking this couple hours ago.
Hey, Bink. Hey Lisa, my number is the same, so just text me. But we're working on this AIDS ride, so I definitely want to pull you in. And then if we need to do testing, we'll do testing. Lisa used to be so nervous with me because I would do my HIV and AIDS test live on the air, and she'd be like, "Shani, are you sure? What if it come back positive?" Well, they just gonna see me react to a positive test, but never came back positive. And I mean, you people, you need to be, you need to know your status. You shouldn't be afraid of that. You shouldn't be afraid of that.
All right, so there you go. That's breaking news this morning. Yaphet Kotto passed away at the age of 81, legendary actor. Also, Gayle King is trending this morning for some strange reason.
You don't even want to know. This ain't nothing you want to talk about. She's trending because Prince Harry was supposed to have a talk with his brother and his father. I don't think it went well, and Meghan is upset or something. I don't know. Something like that.
I just read the quick headline on it.
I don't think you want to talk about it.
Well, it could be something I might want to talk about because the simple fact is everybody's upset with Gayle King because this was private information that Gayle took to the media and leaked.
Listen, Gayle been doing her dirt since she did the whole R. Kelly interview. Robert. Ever since then, Gayle King been on one. And I'm trying to think, who did she? And then she had Snoop Dogg, man. What did she do to back Snoop Dogg? Snoop Dogg. So she's talking about, I've been getting threats. Snoop Dogg threatened to kill me.
I forgot what Snoop did. I know Snoop called all kind of B word, called a dog.
He called her a dirty dog. I said, oh, Lord.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, you got the audio? Oh, he got the audio on his phone, y'all.
Okay. Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that? I swear to God, we the worst. We the fucking worst. We expect more from you, Gail. Don't you hang out with Oprah? Why y'all attacking us? We your people. You ain't coming after fucking Harvey Weinstein asking them dumbass questions. I get sick of y'all.
Oh.
I want to call you one. Is it okay if I call him one? Funky dog head, bitch.
Damn.
How dare you try to tarnish my motherfucking homeboy's reputation, punk motherfucker. Respect the family and back off, bitch, before we come get you.
But when I heard that, I was like, oh, well, at the family dinner, I'm sitting the mashed potatoes there.
That was the Kobe. Yeah, that was the Kobe. Yep, that's exactly what it was. It was the Kobe situation. That was the Kobe situation when Kobe. I think she tried to bring up the rape allegations right after he died.
He died, yeah,
and that he beat the charges that he beat and won the case over. She won't try to bring that up while we still mourning Kobe's death. So everybody went in on her. Everybody.
But you know, I don't understand it because I admired Oprah for years. You know, as a little girl, looked at her and admired her, but I don't understand why they come after. You know, because if it's about making the black race better, but that like his, you know, Kobe, Russell Simmons, Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but like he said, Harvey Weinstein. Oh no,
we know Harvey was her buddy. Come on now, everybody knew that Harvey Weinstein.
But it don't matter if it's her. It don't matter if it's her buddy. If he wrong, he wrong. When you wrong, I tell you wrong.
But that's what that's what I was telling everybody though. You have every right to go after Oprah for that reason. You have every right to go after Oprah for that reason. As far as what's going on with Harvey Weinstein, why you ain't give all that energy to your buddy pal?
Yeah, why
we
you
all
ain't
know why you ain't give it because that's your buddy pal. We all know why you ain't get any reason. It was because that's your buddy pal. But yet you
probably made excuses for him.
And also the same point that you know going after Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson been dead a decade and got 2 new cases because of your your BS. Michael Jackson been dead for 10 whole years, and now he got 2 new cases because you won't do a whole new documentary about this nonsense. And you ain't heard nothing about them boys since, have you? Since that documentary came out, you ain't heard nothing about that nonsense. because they were proven liars about what happened with their stories with Michael Jackson, and they quietly buried that story. So
do you think that she got paid to do those interviews? Yeah,
of course.
To do the documentary, and
of course,
I mean, we know that she's going to make money off of it. But do you think somebody came to her and said, "Hey,
yeah, HBO definitely.
This is what we want you to do."
Definitely,
and we want you to, you know, and I mean, like, you know, the malicious way.
Yeah, definitely.
Not the business route, not, hey, we got this great idea. What do you think about this show? But hey, I'm going to give you this money and I want you to expose everything that you can.
No.
Or if you don't, that's what I'm talking about.
No. It's all, I think they all come at them in the premise of the show. Because if that's the case, then we need to go start a GoFundMe and let her go do one on Harvey Weinstein.
She ain't gonna do that though. She ain't gonna do
what on Harvey Weinstein then.
I mean, like I'm
with your buddy.
I'm gonna keep it 100. If you being or action did something that was like real bad in private, I tell y'all, you know, you ain't right. But I ain't gonna. But I wouldn't publicly. I wouldn't get up publicly and be like, man, they wrong. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, I mean, of course, your buddy pals are supposed to protect you. That's what.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing.
That's what friends are for.
That's right. Thank you for being a friend. Ooh, travel down the road and back again. So we started from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah.
No. That is not the version of that song. No, stop it. That is not the
And
version.
if we threw a party,
No.
invited everyone we knew.
No, Poppy, no. No, Poppy, no.
No, Poppy, no.
That is not the version. That is the TikTok version. That is not the actual version.
No, that actually came out some years ago. This guy did that long time ago on Facebook. Even before there was an Instagram, this dude made that. Yeah, TikTok just remixed it. And that's when my kids, they always get in the car talking about, you always listening to this old music. Well, y'all singing all the songs on TikTok. I had SWV playing. Mommy, this is old people music.
Old people music, huh?
So get you a car. Get you a car and you can play what you want to play in your car.
I'm still going over these trending topics to see what else is on everybody's mind today, because one of the trending topics is, this is why I don't take a selfie. Why I don't take a selfie. I don't know why, but why? What are some reasons why you wouldn't take a selfie?
Because I ain't got my eyelashes on. I don't have my eyelashes on today. I mean, I have mine, I put mascara on, so I have my natural. I don't have no makeup. Well, I take a selfie when I don't have no makeup on.
You ain't took no pictures last night?
Yeah, we took some pictures last night. Okay. We got video of us going across that thing, shaking and stuff.
Wait, what?
Because you have to walk across ropes, like it's like an obstacle course, right. So you up there. There's only one zip line that you zip across. Everything else you walk across. So it's like obstacle, like the squares might be far apart and it's on a rope, so it's kind of shaky. Right. So you're not just stepping, and it's solid. So that was interesting because listen, let me tell you, I walked up them stairs. I was like, oh, I got this. Oh, we just got to walk across that and get over there. Oh, okay, I got it. Man, I got up there and looked at that thing and stuck my foot out and saw that thing was wobbly. Wobble, baby, baby.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
And that's what I was thinking, and it got real. I said, you know what? Zip lining over the alligators is easier than doing this, because the whole time there was still this fear of I'm gonna fall. And I had to keep, reminding myself, but if you fall off, you attached to the thing. You ain't going nowhere. But I didn't want to fall in them games, because that would have been, you probably, break a leg or something.
Girl, why? All right. Now, once we hit a certain age, when we hit a certain age, you ain't supposed to be out here doing this kind of stuff.
That's you. That is you.
Who wants to be up there shaking and dropping and twerking and dropping it like it's hot on a damn?
No, we weren't up there twerking and stuff. No, the thing was just.
But you was scared though.
Yeah, when I got up there, I said, "Wait a minute, this what we doing? Maybe I need to go get my money." Well, I mean, once I started, then I was like, "Oh, okay, I got it." But it was one that my daughter take me on. It's just ropes that you walking across. And it's funny because not too long ago, I was like, oh, I want to do like that lady did that man on the Niagara Falls. And I want to walk across a tight rope. Shoot. Did that. What I did last night is the closest I'm going to.
Shit. See what I'm saying? You doing the most out there, boy. No,
I'm living life. That's y'all sitting up here wilting away, old behinds.
Who wilting away?
You apparently talking about.
I'm just saying that certain things
doing it. Shoot, whatever.
Certain things at a certain age group that you don't need to be doing no more, like getting on roller coasters because your equilibrium gets all messed up and tore up from that kind of stuff. You get zip lining still rocks though. I still love zip lining. I still love zip lining. I don't know what that was you was doing though. I don't know what that was.
So you go across the things, you walk across them, and then the last
they're like little planks, right? Little planks, like separated planks.
Yeah, so you know how you see like I guess it's in China where they have like the glass bridge and you gotta walk. It's something set up like that. The gravity is called gravity something. So you can go across them. You got 5 minutes, and then the last one is the zip line. But they won't let you. What I didn't like about that one is, and I understand why you can't. They wouldn't let you run and jump off of it and go. So you just had to walk down the ramp. So it's real slow motion. I got and you've never been zip lining, you don't understand. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not as exciting. See, when we went ziplining in Florida, in Louisiana over the alligators, you could take off from the ramp because the line might have been 300 feet. You had to get 300 feet across. This one wasn't nothing but like 20 feet.
Okay.
So, you really couldn't go. So, I'm trying to do the flips and stuff. Nah, we couldn't do all that. Only thing I could do was put my arms out and flip.
So basically, you telling me that you was trying to do the ignorant ish.
Yeah, I'm trying to have fun, man. I'm trying to live my best life. It's the only life. Ain't no best life. I'm trying to live my life.
I got you now. I got you. You was trying. I thought you was doing some super wild stuff, and it was sounding kind of scary. But I get it now. It was like something simple, but you couldn't wild out the way you wanted to wild out. All that stuff.
But the first part when you're walking over those, like when you go up the stairs, the first thing you have to do is walk over some plank or a balance beam or something. And it's up in the air. The only thing you got on the side of you is ropes.
Right.
And so I was holding on to my not the bungee cord, but the little thing. And I had to figure out, no, take your hands off. It'll be easy. But when you first do that, it's like, I could fall. If I miss this step, I'm gonna fall. And I'm like, but you connected. So you ain't gonna fall, you just gonna hang. And that's probably what I should have did. I should have just jumped and slid all the way across. Then I would have been zip lining.
Now I got a fascinating story since you're single. I just came across this story. Now,
Lord, here we go. Mm-hmm.
Which do you prefer, Tinder or Bumble?
Bumble.
Okay, you prefer Bumble. Would it make you feel better if Tinder decided to start doing background checks on the people that are on that app?
I don't really. I don't use Tinder, so. But I think it's a swipe right. I don't know the thing with Tinder. I like Bumble because the
girls make all the decisions on that app, correct?
Ultimately, yes, it's my choice. So the guy can see my profile and select me, but it won't send me a message unless I swipe right. And if I select him and he has selected me, then you can start talking.
Now this could get ugly right here, but this is a story right here that's coming out. The company that owns Tinder, Match.com, Hinge, and OkCupid announced that they're going to start letting active daters run background checks on potential love matches. Now the service will cost you, but it will cost you, but you can still get. They will collect public records and reports of violence or abuse, including arrests, convictions, restraining orders, harassment, and other violent crimes on people that are going to sign up for these dating apps.
What's wrong with that?
You have no problem with that?
No, I don't have no problem with that.
Fellas, what do you say about that though? If any guy, any fellas watching, what do you say about that? Would you want somebody that you don't know running a damn background check on you, or a dating service collecting all this information on you? That's. I
mean, I don't see a problem with it because
of course you don't.
You don't know who you meet. But for the men too, they need to know because there's some chicks out there that they got records too. They need to know. That might help with the catfishing. You'll know this is a real person. Because just imagine if you put up somebody's name and use a picture and it's not you, and they are wanted for murder.
Well, that is illegal in Texas. Because there is a story that we're reporting on.
Thank you, DJ Earl. Yeah.
So I ain't got nothing to have go for. There is a story because if you didn't know by now, in the state of Texas, it is illegal to send unwanted nudes to people. It is a crime. And also we just read a story yesterday where a guy used his ex-girlfriend's pictures to create a dating app, a profile on a dating site, and also on a porn site, and they've just arrested him. He could be facing up to 10 years in jail for this now because this is illegal stuff. So if you have all this going on, why do you think it's important to have background checks? Is my question. Is my question, especially if you got to charge, especially you know how we are in Black America, we get put up on trumped up bull BS charges.
I mean, but you can ask the person about that. I did that before. I used to run background checks because I had the access to it from working in. And so when I sure would, baby, I run a background check on a joker quick.
Wait. You use a company time to run background check?
I didn't use company time. I had the credentials, so I just do it at home. And I never remember this one guy I met. This was in the early 2000s. I met him at 24 Hour Fitness. Mm-hmm. And he told me his name was something. I can't remember. But we talked for a couple of weeks. And then finally, you know, he was like, well, you know, let's go to lunch. I said, okay, I'll meet you. Because we would see each other at the gym.
Right.
I was like, okay, I'll meet you for lunch. And I'm running his name. You know, I had his name because all I needed was a name.
Right.
And I couldn't find the person. And so, you know, I'm asking him, well, where are you from? And he was, oh, I'm from Chicago. Okay. So I'm in the Chicago database looking. I can't find this person. And, you know, based on his age and stuff. And I'm like, what? Something ain't right. So one day he was bragging about his car at the gym. Mm-hmm. And his personal plate, because he drove a little BMW, and he was talking about that tag. I could run your tag too. If I got your driver's license tag, whatever. I ran that tag. Listen, that was not his name.
Wow.
He was married with 2 kids. Oh. Had moved to that because it tells you everything. Baby, that joker called me. I was at work. I was working at 97.9 and I had to go do the news and traffic. He called me. I said, so who is whatever the name was?
Right.
He talking about, how did you know that? I said, because I ran a background check on you. He got mad. I mean, livid. And I said, well, because he was like, how you gonna do that? That ain't right. How you gonna lie to me? How you gonna set me up? You know, wait a minute. This is all wrong here. I said, and that's the reason why I do that. Because I'm sitting up having lunch with you, and then what did your wife walk up? I don't even know nothing about this, and this woman shoot me
with one of these on.
Yeah, it's like, nah, you don't do that, bro. No, I mean, he was upset. Mm-hmm.
His wife, he pull up with one of these on with Joey Greco and
Joey
the whole camera crew.
Him coming to get me. Like, I didn't even know nothing about this. He told me his name was Joe and his name is really Chris. I don't know. Whatever had me so hot. I mean, eventually he apologized. He was like, well, yeah, you are right because you are a young lady. And yeah. So I agree with the background check 100%.
Would you pay for it though?
I sure would. If I'm going to use this service to try to meet someone and we're going to meet, then yeah, I think that's necessary because when you meet someone on a site like that, I mean, it's hard to get a vibe over the phone. Mm-hmm. That's hard to do. Yeah, y'all can FaceTime, and that helps to FaceTime because at least you can see the person, and it's different when you see them and just hearing them. But some of them jokers be sounding like creepers anyway. And so, you know, thank you, Sherry.
Sherry, go ahead, baby. Go to your meeting.
Yeah, but
go to your meeting, baby.
Yeah, so no, I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't think it's a bad idea. And I think people should be open to that because anything that's in your past, if this is what you're really trying to do, then if it's, you know, okay, I want to meet somebody, I want to start a relationship, then you should be able to talk about what's going to happen in your past.
Okay. I respect that answer. Me, I'm more of the First Amendment. You ain't supposed to be, why you need to know all that information? If I wanted to tell you, I'd tell it to you.
If you just trying to smash, that's something. Well, even with that, if it's that you just trying to smash, you need to know who you meeting. You need to know, what if this person try to kill you? You need to know.
But you wouldn't be able to tell if they trying to kill you off a background check. If they gonna kill you, they gonna kill you.
I mean, yeah, you know, at least you'll have, like, if they have a whole bunch of domestic violence charges, they got these restraining orders. Okay, maybe this ain't a good idea.
Yeah. Now that I understand.
And that's either way. That's male and female. It's not just, you know, about the men. If you see that a woman or, you know, somebody, not a woman, just either one, they have a bunch of theft charges.
Yes.
Okay. It's like you're getting ready.
She a whole klepto out you.
Yeah, to set yourself up. To set your stuff up. Yeah, what if they had the HIV status? I think they should tattoo that on people. If you are HIV positive and got AIDS, they should tattoo that on your stomach so the person knows.
Tattoo it so they can get AIDS.
I'm just saying, because that stuff you should tell. You should, you know, because some people are not going to. Some people, like people that are educated on how to live with HIV and AIDS, if it's somebody that they really want to be with and they're not gonna, you know, allow that to stop them, then they know what to do to protect themselves in that situation. You see what I'm saying? So, but some people don't. They withhold that information and.
I need to know if you a klepto though, for real. I
need to know all of that.
I do need to know that. I do need to know if you a klepto. If you're gonna be out here stealing my cigarette lighters off my table every damn night and and making off with my sneakers out the crib and taking clothes out the crib and taking them to pawn shops and running off with my TVs. I need to know if you're a whole klepto out here. You know, but you know, if you're a whole whore out here, we don't mind.
I'm pretty sure they don't.
She a whole hole out here, Shani.
She sure is, baby. And she need to go get an HIV test. The she that I'm talking about. She need to get just a whole battery of tests. Because Lord have mercy.
It's time for us to go. It's time for us to go before we get in trouble and we see the names start getting named. Anyway, time for us to go. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us this morning on the Meeting Room 360. Look at Lisa. Look, let's test a girl.
Yeah, we need to get her there. I'm gonna have to come back to. I'm about to say too much.
Stop it. Let's stop it. Let's get out of here. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us. And don't forget to download the Media Room 360 app in your app store so you can stream us on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, YouTube, and everywhere else. And we thank you so much for rocking with us. Anything you want to add, sis?
Have a good Tuesday.